Hey there, ninjas. Good to see you today. I got another question yesterday about roasted chickens. I had no idea people were roasting chickens into the summer. Like, I thought nobody wanted to turn on their oven in the summer when it's hot out, but I guess a lot of people are roasting chickens, so woohoo. So I got a question about thermometers. Actually, I got a couple different questions about thermometers. And when it comes to roasting meat, what you generally want is you want a probe thermometer, ideally a digital one that's a rapid read thermometer. So I've got a couple here that I'll show you. So this is a real basic one. You can get one of these at Target or Amazon for like $5 or $10. It's digital. It's got a little thingy at the end. It's got a little on-off button. And you can also get these with a dial. It's like an analog thermometer, and they're even cheaper. But the problem is that those analog ones tend to take forever to read. So you'll put it in, then you stand there, and you stand there. It can take up to a minute or two for it to fully come to temperature. And in 2 minutes, like, your chicken has really cooled off and the skin has started to shrivel. And if it's not ready and you have to put it back in, you've lost some time there. This is my thermometer of choice. This is a Thermopen. And this is a really quick read thermometer. It's almost instant. Like, I put it in and it's got full temperature within like 5 or 10 seconds. These are kind of expensive, but one of these will last you for life. Like, this is the kind of thing you buy once and probably never replace. Unless you're like me and I loaned mine to somebody and they put it in the sink and tried to wash it with the dishes and ruined it. So it's my $100 thermometer down the tubes and I had to buy a new one. Stab, 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 stab. Anyway, this is a great thermometer because it's got a long probe. You can see here it's got kind of like, it's narrower at the end. So right there is the only area that you need to cover to get an accurate reading. Some thermometers you have to cover like more space on the probe to get an accurate temperature. This one you only need this little area. You would insert this all the way into the chicken until like the most thick part of the chicken, the part most likely to be undercooked, and then you would get a reading from here. And it's got a little digital display here. It looks kind of black. That's only because it's got like what's it called? The covering that like protects it from UV rays. My brain's not working right now. But the gold standard for roasting meat and roasting chickens is this guy right here. And this is from the same company, from ThermoWorks. And this is kind of an expensive model, but you can get a cheapo one from Target or Amazon for like 10 or 20 bucks. Oh, there goes my cat Bentley. Kim had just asked me yesterday if my cats were going to make a guest appearance, and there one of them went. So this is the Chef Alarm, and I really like this one. This thing is like magic, especially if you're like if you're distracted like I am, or you're trying to like do more than one thing at once. So this thing, it has a probe, and what you do is you plug the probe into the side of the thing after you untangle the probe wire. Woohoo! You plug it in to the side of the thermometer, and then you stick this in the thickest part of the chicken, the part of the chicken that you would want to measure. And then you have this long wire. What you do is you put this in the chicken, and then you put the chicken in the oven, and then it stays in the chicken the whole time you're cooking it. And this part, you set it. And when it reaches the temperature that you want to pull the chicken out of, it beeps. And so you can take off, you can walk away, you can go watch TV, as long as you're in earshot and you can hear this thing. Like, this thing will tell you when to pull out your chicken. And it's magical. Like, this was a game changer for me. Because I would get distracted and go do something else. And then I would, like, go and completely forget about my chicken. And it would bum me out because my chicken would be overcooked. And so this is, like, my favorite. You can use this for roasting chicken. You can use it for roasting roasts. You can use it for roasting beef. You can use it for roasting any other, meat that you really want to roast. And like I said, this was probably like a $65 thermometer, but you can get one at Target or Amazon for like $15, $20. I would look for Taylor. Taylor tends to be a good brand for cheaper. Now, I've got another thermometer here that won't work, and it's a fun toy. Everybody loves these, right? This is an infrared thermometer, right? So you point it and you pull the trigger, and it's measuring the temperature of my screen. It says it's 78 degrees. The problem with these is that it won't accurately gauge the temperature of your chicken. And there's a reason for that, right? And I'm going to see if anybody knows what it is. I'll give you like a half a second and play the Jeopardy music. So the reason why this won't accurately tell you how hot your chicken is because it only measures the surface temperature, right? So like, you shine this on your chicken and it like shines a little red dot. I don't know if you can see it there. And that is literally where it's measuring the temperature. It's not penetrating the chicken at all. So the surface of your chicken could be like 220 degrees. Woohoo, right? Well, actually, no, not woohoo. That's way overcooked. But it's not telling you how cooked the chicken is on the inside. And so it's totally useless when it comes to roasting meat, unless you're just, for whatever reason, want to test just the surface temperature of your meat, in which case, be my guest. This is another little thermometer. This is like a portable infrared thermometer. I actually love this guy. It doesn't have the red dot like the other one does. It just sort of like, it's invisible. But this is a little handheld portable infrared thermometer, and it's great because I can keep this in my cooking kit when I take it all over the place. I cook it, I do catering sometimes, or I cook at other people's houses. This is really handy. But again, because it's an infrared thermometer, it will not test the inside temperature of your chicken. Like the internal temperature of a chicken is unavailable to your infrared thermometer. So as much as these toys are a lot of fun, like they won't do you any good if you're roasting meat or roasting, chicken or anything else, because you want the internal temperature. So you want one of these guys, ideally. I mean, these are kind of expensive. Or you want one of these guys at the very least. And if you've got, like 20, 30 bucks kicking around, get something like this. Like these can be a game changer, unless you're going to sit at your oven and like stare at the chicken for like an hour and a half. Nobody wants to do that. It's like, come on. This really was a game changer for me. So that's it. If you have any questions, leave them below and I will answer them tomorrow. Have a good one. And I'll